from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one. All right, first pitch coming up. Michael Busch digs in now. That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Base hit! And they hold him at third as the first run of the game is 90 feet away with no outs. So runners at the corners, nobody out. In half up to hit. This one smoked on its way out of here.
Well, he went up there looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Hard liner. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. He's trying for third. This one in the air center field. Kwan under this one. And there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. And next is the designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Horner flies around third. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's 4-0. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That's ripped. Base hit. To third. Now they get the runner and a rundown. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. So man aboard, Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Clobber to right field, way back, gone.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Dansby Swanson stands in, can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So hey, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Goes down looking. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians. Splits the plate. 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Jose Ramirez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. The Guardians go down in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter getting.
Here's Alex Bregman, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One away. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. And that's a base hit into left field. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. And he'll pull him to second safely. So up next, Seiya Suzuki. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Hard hit to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too far.
Hey! Right through there for a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said. But from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone. And essentially, they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
George Valera now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
That's out.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Struck him out looking, and that's 4 strikeouts.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shota Imanaga out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they bring on the veteran, Jacob Webb.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Got him swinging. Guardians go down 1-2. Back now at Progressive Field. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
DeLauder takes it in for the out. And a quick out, number one. So digging in, Carson Kelly singled and scored his first time. Line drive. That's out, number two. Here comes the manager. New pitcher on now, Connor Brogdon. He's into the game with the bases empty. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The flip, and he gets him. Nicely done. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Line drive, and that's down, a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Bo Naylor at the plate now. That one fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Right through there, got him. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Brian Rocchio stands in now and watches strike 1. Stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. And they'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong coming in on it. Out, number 2.
Up next for the Guardians.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Stephen Kwan, on the ground. Safe!
He's safe!
Up next for the
2 aboard, 2 outs. And now, Chase DeLauder. Fought off foul. In there! Got him looking for the K. Went back to the back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, we've been... Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. An absolute smash to left. And they boost their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Digging in, Michael Bush. Well struck, right field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. The relay throw. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now it's Alex Bregman. No question about this one. It's out of here. Alex Bregman sends it out. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Connor Brogdon. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. He's already homered here in this one. This one in the air, right field. DeLauder flashes the leather on the run and catch. One pitch and one out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there are two down. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. On a line. Kwan tracks it down for the out. Bottom four, stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Stepping in. Here comes the manager. So they turn to their closer, Caleb Thielbar.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And the 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Now only one out remaining. Valera batting for the second time, and that's strike one. In the air, left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Corner under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
10-zip your final in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton.